Welcome back, one and all. My name is Eltimar, and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2. Where we left off last time, we had saved Lord Tavoric, and we have to go get Melia, who is one of the 9. She is apparently in possession of the shard, so hopefully we will be able to save her life, and everything will work out PG. How often does that happen for us? Never, so I wouldn't expect that to happen. I celebrated Chinese New Year last night. Had a little bit of a party at my friend's house. It was a lot of fun. You may notice my voice sounds a little deeper and not quite as soothing as usual. It is a bit sore. There was a lot of laughing and yelling and stuff, and so throat's a little bit sore today. But we're gonna go on from here anyways. We are going to the merchant quarter. That is where the Moonstone mask is. Yeah, I think that's where it is. Or is it in Black Lake? No. Maybe? Maybe we jumped areas too soon. Prematurely jumped areas. I think we might have... Oh no, it's right there. I was right. Okay, good. I don't frequent the mask enough, clearly. There's a group of citizens standing outside, but I don't think they have anything to do with the stuff that we're here to do. Probably. 99% sure on that one. Thank the gods you're here. A man with glowing tattoos on his face came in here with a pack of demons, and he's still upstairs now. He murdered Evelyn at the door, and if he's not stopped, he'll... Please, you must do something. I don't have to must do anything, but I will do something. I could just go home. I have enough gold to retire at this point. Adventuring day is complete, but no, we'll go upstairs and stop this little situation. There's a lot of methods out there. Let's quick save, because there are a lot of methods out here. And a succubus, apparently. Ah, darkness. What an annoying ability. Oh, Mordekainen's sword, yes! That's such a good spell. Sand is such a good spellcaster. Actually, we should take a look at Sand's spells and make sure all of his spell levels are good. There's an Aranese up there, but it's dead too. How close are we to a level? Oh, we are very close to a level. We are, like, right on the cusp of levelhood. I don't think this fight will do it for us, but pretty soon. Like, next fight. Probably. Sapphire? I know we set some of Sand's spells, but did we set all of them? No, we didn't. Level 6 spells. We could get Isaac's Greater Missile Swarms, obviously. Level 5, we can get an extended Stone Skin, which isn't as good. We can grab a Cone of Cold, Dismissal. That's really all we can care about. Level 4, we only need 1 Stone Skin. Let's not be carried away here. We don't need Polymorph Self, ever. Bestow Curse? Nah. More Missile Swarms. Love that spell. Level 3, what do we have? We have Haste. I just want you hasting. That's really all I want from you. I mean, good enough. And level 1 spells. I mean, we could keep an Identify. We don't need Low Light Vision, or Expeditious Retreat, or Enlarged Person, or Burning Hands for that matter. Just Magic Missile up. There. Wait, we have level 7 spells. Why can't I add level 7 spells? Weird. Okay, anyways. We're not allowed to rest here, but that's okay. So. Let's quick save, because I'm sure one of these doors is full of bad things. Quora looks to be about dead. Empty bedroom. No loot. Oh. Pressing the wrong button, but still no loot. There's a couple open doors. This one has a corpse. And there's a couple bags of loot there on the ground still. We'll grab those as well. And then we'll take a look around because I'm sure we're missing something. Because there's one closed door. And I'm guessing that's the door we need to get into because there's clearly a guard sitting sort of right in front of it. Melia is dead and the warlock is here.
Ah, reinforcements. I am afraid you are too late to save this one. And if it is the shard you're after, I am afraid I have that as well. It seems to me all you have left is your life. But that is easily corrected.
We'll see about that. Oh man, those are some big hellhounds. They are called Nessian Warhounds. But we have a Mordekainen's sword. It'll help us out. Did we gain a level? 30 experience, seriously? Cora's dead. She'll be fine. Well, Melia's dead now too. Lord Nasher should be told as once. I guess that's where we're going next. To tell Lord Nasher that his really poorly thought out plan of trying to hide the shard did not work well. And now we have yet another corpse on our hands. Congratulations, Nasher, your plans are top notch. Can we rest here? Yay. Let's get our spells back. We also don't have our song on. We might as well have our song on. It's the only good thing that we get from our bard levels, basically. Is inspiring song. We really need to start Frenzied Berserker soon. I think we'll be able to get all of the prerequisite feats before we hit level 10 Red Dragon Disciple. I'm hoping anyways. If not, that's gonna suck. Because we're gonna have to take like a level of Bard or something just to tide us over until we can get Frenzied Berserker. And that would just not be ideal. But we have 2 more levels of Red Dragon Disciple to go first. Yeah, it's gonna be good tough. We'll be level 15 when we get the Red Dragon or Frenzied Berserker. And we're not going to get too many levels in it probably before the end of the first game, but in the expansions we'll be able to use it more. We're going to the Black Lake District. To the castle. The castle which is full of Castleium. That's not a real word. Although it does look like a nice castle. Fairly well defended. Look at that high wall. It's got some towers that you can put archers on. I mean, they're not the best placement, but pretty good. Just all the random junk on the ground I left. How much money do we have? Actually, we have nearly 200,000. We're at 180,000 gold. I'm going to keep some of it around, because if we find any item that gives us permanent haste, that would be good. Oh, what's going on here?
What happened to my home? How did my manor get so dark and cold? I'll have to ask my assistant to start the fire at once. I say, some light, please. This door is odd. I don't remember having this placed in my home either. I say, anyone, this door is stuck.
Know that your words will not be heard in this place.
Oh, forgive me. I wouldn't have raised my voice if I had known someone was so close. This door seems to be stuck. Really, quite embarrassing. Could you...
My door is sealed as well. Garius will come for you soon enough.
Garius? That's not the name of my assistant.
Garius is the master of the 5th tower. And you are alive because he requires your assistance, as he once asked for mine.
I'm sorry. I can't see you too well at this angle. Whatever do you mean? I'm always willing to help anyone, you know.
In this matter, you should choose death. For your sake and the sake of this plane. Garius seeks knowledge of an ancient Ilfarn ritual that will grant him the power of the King of Shadows. But his understanding of the ritual is narrow.
I can help there. Knowledge is something of a hobby of mine. Perhaps I could shed some light on the trouble, especially if it involves books or cryptic rituals. I will say that this Garius fellow chose a poor place to do it. This hardly looks like it was part of the Ilfan Empire at all.
It is not. But power lies deep within the stones of this structure. It is one of the sites of the war against the King of Shadows when he touched this plane long ago. Part of him still resides here and grants strength to his worshippers.
Well, no good comes from tinkering around with ancient powers. All this ritual nonsense doesn't sound very wise.
It is madness. But with the madness comes power, and Garius will not turn away.
I see. Oh, we're in Nasher's place now. Excellent. Royal Guards, just 2 of them. You can actually examine them, I think. They are effortless compared to us, so they're not very good Royal Guards. It tells you how relatively strong they are to you in terms of levels. Lord Nasher himself is moderate, so he would be moderately hard. I heard there was a battle at the Moonstone Mask. Is Melia? She has been killed by a sorcerer, one who can summon demons. That is terrible news. Without her, the 9 are weakened tremendously, and she will be missed. The killer, were you able to catch him at least? No, he eluded capture. Then it seems there is little more to be done. I can dispatch the many-starred cloaks to the Moonstone Mask and Siren's home to look for clues. But as for what they can turn up, I do not know. It looks like justice has been denied this day. Nonetheless, you are to be congratulated for saving Lord Siren's life. Why didn't you tell me about Melia? Keeping her identity a secret was not meant to harm you or her, but there were too many uncertainties in these deaths as it stood to risk it. I am sorry if you find that difficult to understand, but it was my decision to make, not yours. What should I do next? If there was a trail, I would ask you to track down this murderer, but without one, I fear we'll have to bide our time. And another matter has recently been brought to our attention. It seems that we have an even larger problem within Neverwinter than we first thought. I hope we're not intruding, it seems Neverwinter is quite active as of late. I said I would send for you later after I am done here. My apologies, Lord Nasher, but the conversation before was a bit brief, and I did not think it would be best for both of our cities to wait any longer. Forgive my impatience. Ah, this is the harborman, the squire I have heard so much about. Careful, Hostower mage, and high-ranking as well. Whoever she is, she's powerful, and she's masking it well, too. I am familiar with your exploits, and as exceptional as they are, I am certain we could spend most of the day discussing them. My lord, if this is an inappropriate time, I will take my leave. No, I want you here. This merits your attention. This is Sydney Natal, our new ambassador from Luskan. She arrived earlier, and I had hoped to speak with you privately before the 3 of us met. Her associate is Kralover, I believe? Well met, sir. It is my Kralover is of no consequence. He is here to assist me, and silently. The news I bring concerns you, Lord Nasher, and I most of all, so it is fitting that you have arrived. I had hoped to speak with you before leaving in any event. I'm listening. There has been a miscommunication, so I have traveled from Luskan to straighten certain matters out. If they were left to rumor, gossip, or surface appearances, they might be misconstrued. You have recently had trouble with those you believe affiliated with Luskan, when in fact they are not connected to or supported by us at all. And who are these people? There are 4 towers in Luskan, each ruled by a skilled mage, and we 4 work tirelessly to aid Luskan and his people. But there's a self-styled master of the 5th tower, who, as his title suggests, has overstepped his bounds. This mage is a man by the name of Garius. Black Garius, I believe, is yet another title he uses. Silly, really, but he does believe he casts a longer shadow than he does. Nevertheless, he has been quite industrious as of late, almost as industrious as you, my dear harborman. But he is not affiliated with our city or its interests, unlike you and your long-standing ties to the service of Neverwinter. And what has he been up to that should concern me? Ambassador Natal informed me, or Natalie? Maybe it's Natalie. Informed me earlier that she believes Black Garius began the war with their island neighbor Ruathim. Yes, and it has served as a convenient means of distraction to distract Luskan from his real priorities. Regardless, Ruathim was an aggressor for quite some time, so action needed to be taken regardless. I believe the Lords of Alliance would have taken exception to that, as do I. I am certain they would have, my lord, but since Rotham attacked us first, it is our responsibility to deal with their aggression, and quickly. You can expect little else from an island of barbarians, really. You see, Rotham believed that the Luskan had stolen a precious artifact from them, a book called the Tome of Iltkazar? That's a tough name. The Tome of Iltkazar? A powerful artifact, and not only can its sudden disappearance lead to two nations to war, but in the wrong hands, it can be used to channel tremendous power. How can we reclaim it, then? That is a matter we feel best left to Neverwinter. The matter is a domestic one, it turns out. But that is not all that concerns us. We believe that Black Garius has made an alliance with someone known as the King of Shadows, a man or creature of whom we know very little. Garius is no doubt able to steal the Tome of Iltkazar with help from his ally, and used it to bolster his armies with golems awakened by the tome. So you came to tell us about a golem army then? No, unfortunately his ambitions do not end there. We received word that he intends to perform a powerful ritual within the lands of Neverwinter, with knowledge he has stolen from the very King of Shadows he serves. I have heard of the loss of your local sage, Aldenon, but I suspect he is a part of this. What do you mean? I suspect he was kidnapped to provide the last of the missing pieces to the ritual, a ritual that will steal power from the King of Shadows and grant it to Garius. The exact powers granted are not known to me or my fellow mages, which is a further cause for concern, but I have told you all I know. You said Garius was in Neverwinter territory, but you don't know where? We felt it was not our duty to clear up any ties you might believe exist between Luskan and this criminal, but also to inform you of his whereabouts. He and his forces are in a ruined castle, Crossroad Keep, within Neverwinter lands. Normally, Luskan would not hesitate to take action against such a criminal, but with the confusion that has already occurred, we felt it was best to advise Lord Nasher and you of the situation and allow you to do what you feel is best. Then we should take action at once. What? Yes, we should take action, but we're not done here yet. Does anyone here really believe Luskan knew nothing about Ember? Nothing? My dear girl, I would be careful with such words, lest you offend me. I have come in good faith, and you are in danger of throwing it back in my face. I do not believe the Host Tower mages would be unaware of anything occurring in their domain. That is correct, and all you have is my word. As your squire, I am sorry, squire of a squire, has indicated, that does not seem to be enough. The matter of Luskan and Ember is for me to decide. We are both aware of the threat this Black Garius represents. If Luskan is interested in peace and cooperation, it is for the good of Neverwinter to respect that intention. Ember is in the past, and I could care less who gets butchered, as long as Garius is next. Ooh, Chandra did not like that. I can't believe what I'm hearing. Is this how you protect your own people, when it's convenient? Chandra Jero, the strength of Neverwinter comes from its citizens, and you have shown me that now. But listen to me. There are greater threats to Neverwinter as we speak. What happened at Ember is unfortunate, but I believe one responsible has been punished for the crime. If we carry the accusation further to Luskan, I do not believe it is warranted, and furthermore, I am the one who sets policy in this court. This is not about one man or one village. This is about Neverwinter, and about protecting what exists. Lord Nasher, I had a friend, Elaine at Ember, who barely escaped, but so many others. I know, and I'm sorry for their loss, but unless this Garius is stopped, I fear that another tragedy will occur, much greater than what occurred at Ember. Justice will come to those in time, but not today. And I need you to accept it. We all have burdens to bear, and if they must be carried out so the people of Neverwinter may feel safe, that is what must be done. Lord Nasher, Ambassador Natalie, Crossroad Keep, I fear that... Silence, Kralver! Do not make me remind you again. Lord Nasher, forgive me, but Black Garius may have begun the ritual. Quick action is needed. I have done what I could to inform you of what we know. It is up to you to act if you wish. And Harborman, as further proof of my good faith and the good faith of Luskan, rest assured I will keep looking for information on this King of Shadows, and any proof I can find to prove that Luskan had no involvement with Ember. I imagine such proof will come in time. Yes, girl. In fact, I know it will. Thank you three for hearing me. I realize that these are difficult times for Neverwinter, and it was not my intention to bring another, but Luskan could not remain silent while this threat to its southern neighbor loomed. Farewell. I have already dispatched the many-starred cloaks and troops to Crossroad Keep, and I want you to go as well. Garius must be stopped. I want you to leave as soon as you're able to. Rescue Aldenon, and do everything in your power to stop this ritual Garius intends to perform. I'll head out at once. Excellent, I'm glad I can count on you. Be careful at Crossroad Keep. If it is now Garius' stronghold as the ambassador has said, it is likely well defended, not only with soldiers, but with magics as well. And we get to level. So let's level up quickly. We're at 20 minutes. So we'll do a quick level up. We should be able to at least do some of Crossroad Keep. Want some more diplomacy. And some more bluff. We only got one more bluff. Okay, there we go. Bluff and diplomacy. Good enough. Oh, no feats. What a boring level again. Hopefully next level we get a feat. Can't remember if we do or not though. Don't really care what his abilities are. Ooh, I do care about this one though. He's using great axes, but I think we have all of our specializations and everything for that one. So improved power attack might actually be the best one. And Sand gained a level. Our Elven Wizard. I don't really care what his skills are too much either. We get 2 more level 7 spells, so we can take Shadow Shield. That's pretty good. Prismatic Spray is actually a really good spell, so we'll grab that one. And we'll grab... I mean, Finger of Death is always fun. Greater Shadow Conjuration can be really good. What's Solipsism? Huh. That sounds cool. I'll take Solipsism because I haven't actually played around with it.
What's going on?
Alright. Sorcerer, level up. And she gets very similar spells. I'm going to grab Prismatic Spray and Shadow Conjuration. Oh, she only gets 1. Prismatic Spray then.
Something you want?
And level her up. She doesn't like us at all, but no well. Give her a short sword, greater weapon specialization, and we're good to head out now.
Well now, what do you want?
Do you have anything to say? Nope. Do you have anything left to say? Nope. Okay, we're off to Crossroad Keep then. We need more stats. I need more strength. Once I hit like 30 strength, I'll be pretty happy. 30 strength is the approximate strength of like most dragons. Or like frost giants, I think. Actually, it might already be more than frost giants. It's not as powerful as like a Trask, which has like 50 strength or something. Maybe elder dragons have more strength, like in the 40s. I think like an elder gold or ancient gold wyrm has like 43 strength or 45 strength, something like that. So we're not quite at that level yet. But we're getting there. We are headed to Crossroad Keep. It's right there. This is actually going to be... Oh, we encountered something on the way to our destination. Bum bum bum. I take it this wasn't summoned by any of you? It's murky or quieter version of the sorceress. Maybe it's her good manners come back to her at last. Is that some sort of elemental? It can't be a wraith, but it looks like Quora. Oh, by the gods, don't we get a moment's peace? Who cares? Let's find out what it is and what it wants. Whatever it is, it doesn't look friendly. Why is it already injured? Was that something from the King of Shadows? It didn't feel like it. Thing doesn't have the stomach for a stand-up fight. Can't be that much like the sorceress. We didn't defeat it. It seems to be leaving of its own choice. Not a good sign. Is it gone? Are you alright? I feel strange, but I'll be fine. Just need a moment or two to recover. We're in a relatively big area, too. Can't go that way. I like how we have a Mordekainen sword just following us around. Alright, well, Crossroad Keep time.
The chamber is ready, Master Garius. The ritual may begin whenever you wish.
Very well.
Where are the Shadow Priests?
They took their leave, Master, once they were done preparing the chamber for the ritual.
Deal with them when we are done here. After this night, we shall have no further use for them, or their King of Shadows.
It shall be as you command, Garius.
Then let us begin the ritual. Order the rest of the Brotherhood here at once. After all, we wouldn't want to keep Neverwinter waiting.
I'm cool with waiting. I don't mind. Here we are.
That farmer. They didn't even bury him. They just left him for the vultures. Why would they do this? It's monstrous.
He'll get a proper burial once we're done here.
Thank you. This poor man deserves as much.
I need to get her.
Many starred cloaks. This way, quickly, before you give us away.
I need to get her back on my good books a little bit. She really doesn't like us all that much, and she's actually a good fighter.
The Luskans change guard shifts around this time, moving men in and out of the keep. We can't waste any time. We were able to translate some of the writing in that journal you recovered from Arval. And if we're right, something very bad is taking place in there. I recommend we strike hard and fast, hopefully taking them by surprise and disrupting their plans.
What are we up against?
Around 20 Luskan soldiers in the courtyard, most of them asleep, and a handful more inside the keep. The Arcane Brotherhood wizards will be more of a challenge, but we can handle them.
You don't know what we're getting into, do you?
Luskan is just probing our defenses. The hostile wouldn't risk too many wizards on this sort of mission.
Let's get to it then.
Looks like there's still some time before the next shift change. So let's sit back and let them sleep a little longer, shall we? It's time! The Luskans are opening the doors. Ready?
Lead the way. I'm ready. Stay close and follow me. They're going in first. Okay, we're going to pause here and save as well. That's going to be the end of our video. We're at, 27 minutes. So, like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. I'll see you guys next time. Tomorrow's Monday, so it is Stellaris night, but I will get the recording done before Stellaris hits. So, take care. Have yourselves a wonderful evening, and I'll see you tomorrow.